When I hear Donald Trump and Ted Cruz talk about international issues, I mean, what they say is not only offensive, it's downright dangerous. I mean, when Cruz says things like, oh, let's just pull out of NATO, or, oh, what difference does it make if other countries develop nuclear weapons? I mean, loose cannons have a way of misfiring, and it is very clear that what he is saying is causing a lot of surprise and concern around the world, because when you run for president, it's not only Americans who are listening to what you say. And when he says we're going to bar Muslims from coming to the United States, you know, I know we have to defeat ISIS and other terrorist networks, and I know in order to do that, we have to have a coalition that includes Muslim-majority nations. I know a little bit about creating coalitions, because I put the coalition together that imposed sanctions on Iran that drove them to the negotiating table to put a lid on their nuclear weapons program. And I know that it makes our job so much harder if we're going out trying to convince nations to be part of an active coalition to destroy ISIS if someone running for president is insulting their religion. So this is dangerous. This is not a free kind of rhetorical flourish. And Ted Cruz talking about religiously profiling American Muslims and having special police patrols to go through Muslim neighborhoods. Let me tell you, after 9/11, we did a lot of things, the NYPD in the lead, elected officials, citizens groups, to keep the city safe. We didn't know what was going to happen next. As a senator, I was getting all of these reports about what might happen if there could be another attack that was being planned against us. And one of the best ways that the city was defended was by saying, if you hear something suspicious or you see something suspicious, report it. Call the police, call the FBI, call somebody. And thousands of calls came in. Now, thankfully, most of them were false alarms, but a lot of them led to investigations. So you can understand when the commissioner of the New York Police Department and the chief of the department hear what Ted Cruz is saying, they respond. They're not running for anything. They just want people to know what the facts are. So the chief of the department said, well, yeah, I heard what Senator Cruz said about special patrols. I don't know how you would do that, but what would I do with the 1,000 American Muslims who are members of the NYPD? And then Bill Bratton, the commissioner, in his usual pretty blunt way, he basically said, Ted Cruz doesn't know what the hell he's talking about. I mention this because it's easy to say these things. And, you know, I guess they both get applause in some places when they say it, but it doesn't bear up for a nanosecond